It is the conclusion of day number 3, the Maritime Club Championship Soccer. We've got U17 action to finish up our weekend of coverage here in Maritime Athletic Profile. Suburban FC U17 taking on FDSA U17. Hi everybody, Dan Hobson. Delighted to have the call here in this one. Suburban FC won on Friday night, 4-3 in penalty kicks. Looking here to maybe try to get a goal here in regulation. And for FDSA U17, a 4-1 loss to the Hotspur Storm Team 2 is how they have their championship sort of start. So looking here to maybe get at least a tie or a win here in this one. And what is an interesting story in talking to Patrick Umbaya, the head coach here of the FDSA U17. You're looking at Suburban FC U17, a AAA team. FDSA U17 is a AA team playing here in AAA. He said he was pretty happy with the way that his team played yesterday. And he basically said, and this was a great quote, it was what it was with their game versus Hotspur Storm Team 2, that 4-1 loss. So you have, have two teams, and you have with AAA and then a AA team. So this is going to be another tough test here for FDSA U17. Of course, we saw Jaden Jones start as keeper yesterday for FDSA U17, so we'll go through the lineups. Today it's Wyatt Marson. Now he came in at the tail end yesterday, so he is in today, number 12 there for FDSA U17 is the keeper. And Justin Taylor will be the keeper for Suburban FC U17. So let's go through those lineups, shall we? They'll start off with Finley Vitor, Chidi Agu, Mateo Umbaya, Uchi Kazaya, Bruno Baza, Lem Cooks, Jacob Ryan, Brooke Muzzy, Jonas Albake, and Seb Alexander be starting here for FDSA U17. And for Suburban, as I said, Taylor starting in the goalkeeper position. They'll have Ben McMacken, Connor Hovey, Logan Carr, Liam Brown, Ahmed Rashid, Xavier Lauber, Zach Wheeler, Cale McGrath, Toby Babatolu, and Aaron Marsh. A little bit of a different look than what they had in their win in penalty kicks on Friday night. Mitchell Zwed will be the referee. He was the fourth official of the last game. Abbas Mittal will be the A1. Logan Wigglesworth, who ref the U15, is the second official, and Emma Blanchette will be the fourth official. Weather forecast right now, overcast skies, possible showers there. Still lingering around. The showers are supposed to come in around noon time. There's still a little bit of a 30% chance. Also maybe a possibility of seeing some thunder and lightning is also in the forecast, but nothing on the radar as of yet. So, and the field conditions good. They are dry. There was some rain earlier in the day, but this has really good drying surface, so the drainage very well, and even if this was like being played on grass, it still would be relatively dry surface. So it is a good one, and the weather conditions are great here for the final game of the weekend. And FDSA U17 will kick it off and start at Kazaya. Over to that far sideline there, looking for Lem Cooks, who's been playing for 7 years. So when you think of it, like playing AA versus AAA, and you have to face a very solid soccer program in Suburban FC U17, definitely going to be a learning curve here for Patrick Mbaya's crew this afternoon. But you also have to look at the progress that the team is making and see what they have to handle and see what they can do here to slow this machine that's FC U17. That's going to be offside as Connor Hovey called. Havas Metal made that call there down that far sideline. So I think that both teams are probably happy with the way that the weather conditions are here. And just like that, Mitchell Swed with his first free kick being assessed. That's one going to FDSA U17. Big long boot, and there's the header there by Agu. Chidi Agu wearing 5 there for FDSA. And they're just happy to tap it back, and that was Toby Babatolu. Logan Carr was the FTF Young Player of the Combine in 2025, as well as was with the 2025 Canada Games team. Also out there is Zach Wheeler getting a start here, a 2025 national champion at FTF Top 10 170, 2024 Canada Rex Atlantic. And Liam Brown, Excel Soccer Nova Scotia Vancouver Whitecaps Showcase 2025 and 2026, Nova Scotia Provincial Player in 2023 with an Atlantic Silver Medalist, 24 Atlantic Gold Medalist, and an Atlantic Silver Medalist, 2026 player for NAIG. Also getting a recognition here is Jacob Ryan getting into the game, number 14. Been playing for 10 years. Calm under pressure, field awareness, passing maintenance, and his pace of play are some of the things that has helped here. That's FDSA player number 14. Cale McGrath was hoping to go. He had some speeds. We saw some of what he brings to the plate on Friday night here at Wickwire Field. Seb Alexander, timing, his overlaps, and crossing to the back post, one of his strong assets that he will bring here to FDSA. And we'll see him here in this match, wearing 21 for the gray and yellows. Suburban with their red, blue with the yellow numbers, and FDSA with the black, gray, white, and yellow. So great color combination they have. Just approaching 5 minutes. Lead ball here. Here's Sheed trying to chase it down. Suburban just outside the 18. There's a cross, and there's players getting tangled. There's actually a foul called. And the way that they're marching back up the field, it's going to be a free kick for FDSA. We'll see if Wyatt Marson will take it, and he will. Came into the game yesterday in relief of Jaden Jones. Because that Hotspur Storm Team 2 started like applying some pressure, and they came away losing that game. And what was said was really sort of phenomenal. And talking to Patrick Mbaya, not to repeat myself, but it was just a AA team playing a AAA team. Is, sometimes of course you just see it, but it's players that eventually are going to make their way up to the AAA standards. if they keep progressing like they have. Back midfield, Zach Wheeler, as I said, Canada Rex Atlantic, back for 2024. Along that far sideline there, Connor Hovey gives and goes, and he turns on the Jets. Connor Hovey, 2025 national champion, but can't catch up with it, and pretty much Lem Crooks was with him stride for stride. Results in a goal kick. Maritime Club Championship Soccer Maritime Athletic Profiles brought to you by Evangelista Sports, Puma, and MCW. Proud sponsors here of the Maritime Club Championship broadcast on Maritime Athletic Profiles. And this is a free kick. Logan Carr who was our player spotlight on Friday night. Against the Hotspur U17s. And he'll take this free kick. He'll put it into the box and it's headed out. Hovey tried to knock it down and can't. There's a good clean tackle there by FDSA. Chance opportunity here for Zach Wheeler. Aaron Marsh will draw a foul there, a free kick, and this one is closer to the 18-yard box. Mitchell Swed looking at the wall, making sure that it's and the spot is where it should be, so he's now backing that wall up. So they're looking at this one being from about 22 yards out. Mitchell Swed went over and talked to a couple of players. Here's a kick on its way from Marsh. On the ground, a chip and deflection there and a good setup there to Cale McGrath, and they just missed, but not by much. As you watch the play, they'll go along the grass on the turf and just pretty much was like aiming for that top corner and missed the net, but a good opportunity, but it was not going to give really an opportunity there for Wyatt Marzin to make a save on that. It was like toe-to-toe and just missed the mark, but a close call, but still nothing across the board so far in the early going. Nice little challenge there along there that Connor Hovey's pretty happy about as he's clapping his hands. And our first corner of the afternoon will be going to Suburban SC U17. Back outside here, McGrath out the 18, trying to dance his way in. Nice little ball movement there by Seb Alexander. And he'll put it up the pitch and into touch. Chitty Agu losing it. Hovey. McGrath turning on, had a little bit of space there. Closing it was Mbaya. There's a cross into the box. Oh, try to go cycle style there. It was Air Sheed, 2024 provincial winner with Team Nova Scotia 3 times. Excel at 2. Rex 2025 Whitecap Showcase ×2. And trying to go for the old cycle bicycle kick to try to get it the first marker of the game, and unsuccessful. But they've got pressure here again on this AA team of FDSA. Ball out to midfield. Liam Brown. We mentioned his resume for sure in this one. It's a big bounce, and we have a downed player here for FDSA. And coming over to check on him is Toby Babatolu. Lem Crooks trying to shake it off. So he'll go to the sideline and then have to be checked back in. And have him. So just for a few seconds, FDSA will be down a man on the pitch as he gets checked out. As Patrick Umbaya has decided to keep him in the match, and now he's good to go here. This play is back underway. Zach Wheeler. Cale McGrath was all over the pitch there on Friday night in their game versus Hotspur Storm Team 2. Wheeler over to Xavier Labo, who's a 2025 national champion. Lead ball here, Hovey. But he will not be able to come up with that. So goal kick here for FDSA U17. And imagine probably that Patrick Mbaya wants to shorten this game as much as possible. This, of course, is a 45-minute game. And probably try to make it into like basically 45-minute half, so a 90-minute game, and probably bring it down and keep it scoreless in that process. And Suburban FC won as a result of penalty kicks 4-3 the other night versus Hotspur Storm Team 2. McGrath trying to dance away, and does. There it is, and out of bounds it goes, and a corner. The second one for Suburban FC. And earlier today, Suburban FC U15 with a win over Kodiak. And one of the things that sort of helped them was their corner kicks, the execution, and LaPointe getting the first of the 2 goals in the 4th minute. That one punched out there by Marzin. Puts the punching power out and gets it out of the 18 as it's once again Suburban trying to come back in. There's a collision there as Logan Carr and Lem Crooks get tangled up. Mitchell Swede blows play down. And this is also within striking distance. Xavier Laba looks to take it. Well, he's a left footer, so 3-man wall set up. We'll see if he goes for target in the 14th minute. Play blown in. There's a shot and way off the mark. So an opportunity wasted there by Suburban FC U17. On that good chance there. Kazaya. As Crooks turns it on. Trying to get some positioning here is Boza, number 9. And a goalkeeper hits his own man with it, and it comes right back to him like a pinball, and just happy to kick it out of the 18. Aaron Marsh, lead ball, onside there. McGrath brought down, trying to sell call, trying to get call, none coming from Mitchell Swed. Marzin quickly. There's a quick tap there by Kazaya. Back to Muzzy. It'll bake. McGrath on a 1-on-2. Good tackle there. FDSA with a lead ball, and they're trying to get running down the field there was Boza, and that was blocked there by Suburban FC. Hovey trying to chase down Crooks. Laba has something going. Nice little toe there by Muzzy. Sort of stops that drive towards the 18-yard penalty box area. There's a big battle there. Keziah trying to win it. Does. Finley Votori got the goal yesterday versus Hotspur U17 Team 2. And save made there, and goaltender Justin Taylor slow to get up. A little bit of attrition here is also down close to our broadcast booth area. Seb Alexander, number 21. But Taylor seems to be all right. Seb Alexander, needing some attention, will step aside. Seb Alexander's gone to the sideline. He's just right in front of our broadcast location here at Wickwire Field, getting attention. So in the meantime, there'll be shorter person, FDSA U17. But looks to be that they're going to go to the bench to get a substitution. So Seb Alexander's afternoon, at least for now, may be done. But he's not putting a lot of weight on it, so we'll see what Patrick Mbaya enters, who he puts into the game. Looks to be Max Vandenhoel, but we'll get clarification on that in just a couple of seconds. Votor and McGrath chasing down that one. Look to keep it alive, but A2 Logan Wigglesworth says not so much. And this is why you basically don't assume anything, because it's Masson Smith. Masson Smith checks in. Defensive discipline fullback, strong 1v1 defender here for FDSA U17 into the game here for Seb Alexander. And up the pitch goes Keziah. Makes a couple of moves, cross it over, outside here, Jacob Ryan. Towards the box, and easily stopped there by Justin Taylor, as that one was right on from just outside the 18 on the shot there by FDSA U17. Logan Carr. Ben McMacken. Cale McGrath. A little touch there by Toby Babatolu. Lead ball. This time Hovey's on this side, but he's offside. Zahn Smith freshly into the game will take this free kick for FDSA in the 21st minute. So we're getting close to halfway through the first half, and each team has had at least a couple of shots on target here, so it's been a well-balanced game here between these two opponents. Marzen, Wyatt Marzen. And he'll come outside the 18 and play it over here to Smith, who's watched there by McGrath, and Marzen will pop this one way up. Votor and Babatolu, but Babatolu heads it. And a quick tap back there by Ben McMacken. Xavier Laba. He gets the return pass. Logan Carr, who got a yellow card early in their matchup versus Hotspur Storm Team 2 in U17 action on Friday night. We talked to him after the game. Zach Wheeler. Logan Carr, he kind of had to hurry. He was coming in was Boza. Boza trying to block a pass potential here, and then they'll go up the middle right onto the D here to McMacken. McGrath. Smith. Backpedals a bit there for FDSA U17. Wheeler. Laba. A couple of nice moves there made by Ershid. There's a cross right on and caught on the run there by Wyatt Marzen. And he'll go short here. Agu. Votor. Votor trying to split through a couple of FC Suburban or Suburban SC defenders and successfully does. Muzzy. Agu. Lead ball is on the run. There was Kazaya. That doesn't connect. Logan Carr. Can Hovey get on his horse? He does and just manages to stop the ball, but took himself right out of the play to try to get across. And FDSA will come up with it. Kazaya. Votor, nice little footwork there. It was sort of behind him. He used the heel to come up with the ball. So FDSA U17 here with a ball trying to get it up to Boza. Too far. And that's scooped up there by Justin Taylor. But everything looked pretty good there for FDSA U17. Coming out of their own zone, a quick couple of passes. So definitely their best attack here so far in this first half. We're still waiting for our first goal as we're into and approaching into 24th minute, coming up to the 25th. Babatulu pushed down and Jacob Ryan. Babatulu actually may have to back this up a bit, says Mitchell Zwed. Free kick taken, and Zach Wheeler Liam Brown, there a lot of contact there with Albake. And tough to go in there. Aaron Marsh right in that corner. Really nowhere to go with it. Back out. Midfield gets a couple of Suburban FC heads, and Boza was looking there, trying to go the other way with it for FDSA and can't. McMackin. And the lead pass here for Brown is going to be called on the offside. So a couple of offsides in this game here for Suburban FC U17. Xavier Laba. Justin Taylor. Lots of room, lots of time here. It's not really a big press here by FDSA U17, but they come up with a steal, and this is Kazaya. Kazaya, lead ball, Votor. Votor, can he chase it down? No, he can't. But they almost took advantage of that little bit of error there on the side of Suburban FC U17, and they had the right guns going the other way with it, Kazaya and Votor. And just unable there to get a shot on target as that deflects off Boza and out. Back in, there's a shot right along the Wickwire field. It's easily stopped there by Justin Taylor. Also was from a little bit well out. Zach Wheeler just happy to send it over to Laba. Logan Carr. Watched there by Jacob Ryan. Calm under pressure, they say. Field awareness, passing, maintaining pace of play. There. Mateo Umbaya. A good tackle. This time a free kick. They got maybe good play the first time. The second time called for the foul. Free kick. Back out. Hovey. This time going to try the reverse side. He's did a lot of his runs there along that far side. Changing it up here to try to see if they're getting any luck and something going on this side. That's too far for him. Jacob Ryan decides to go up tempo, and he's about ready to throw it in, and then all of a sudden teammate Smith says, "I'll take it, thank you," and they'll reset. Babatolu manages, just he almost lost his balance in the process, but still stayed with the play. Mateo Umbaya. McGrath with a clean tackle. Steal here by Suburban FC, but they've turned it over as Muzzy was right place, right time. For FDSA U17, Hovey, Connor Hovey now. Connor Hovey going in, and what a nice play that was there by Muzzy there to sort of take his lane away and didn't get a shot. Just barely right around the 18-yard box on that. Muzzy with the ball. There's a steal. Oh, Keziah knocked his man down. Had a couple whistles that time, and Mitchell Zwed with a little bit of a chat there to Uch Keziah, who's basically has great soccer IQ and is a technically strong player. A three-person wall, this is going to be tough to get on target here from this distance, but Logan Carr will give it a shot, and he puts it right on, and Originally didn't get it the first time was Marsden, but he got it on a bounce and threw it up quickly. So a one and done. Steal there by Cale McGrath. Aaron Marsh. But Kazaya has a steal. And it's a lead ball there to Crooks, who can't chase that down. Into the 31st minute. And that's in to touch. Go short with this throw in. Agu with a little bit of a heel kick. Oh, there's a big collision. So this is going to be interesting, as Lava very slow to get up, and that was dangerous as the knee caught Lava. Muzzy. And a yellow card assessed to Muzzy. As Lava tries to shake the cobwebs. The bees are a-buzzing after that one. That was a solid one, and we have our first player in the book here, Muzzy. Towed there by Ryan. Oh, they're giving it to Mateo Umbaya. Interesting. So is Umbaya, either way, FDSA in the book. But I originally thought that it was going to be on that collision there with Muzzy and Lava, so but they have said that it's Mateo Umbaya with the yellow and not Muzzy. Kazaya. Pass over there to Albake. Crooks. Muzzy is now reassessed that yellow card, so a yellow here to Brooke Muzzy, number 15 there for FDSA U17. Really thought that that's what it was, so they made the correction here at Wickwire Field. To the crowd on hand. A little bit of sunshine. Just a trickle of blue sky coming out here. And then now they're offside. So 3 times they've gone offside in this matchup. Made things a little bit vocal at Wickwire Field. Agu. Just outside the 18, a big long boot sent up the field, but it's going to be Lava first touch. Heads it over as Crooks tries to chase it down as well as Liam Brown. Free kick to Suburban FC. Lava. Back to Logan Carr. Cale McGrath. Good lead ball here. McGrath trying to dance away. Trying to get away from Smith. Can't, and a nice good challenge there as closing in was Agu. And puts it into touch. See if a cross comes here from Marsh. It's denied there. A couple of nice plays here by Muzzy. In his own end. Jacob Ryan. Suburban pressing here in this later stages of the first half. Carr. Laba. Near midfield. Liam Brown. There's a cross there, but it goes out of play. Quick couple of passes there for Suburban FC, but they're going to get a corner out of this, so Irshid will take this. Look to be the left foot, so they're not going to try to cash in on a corner. They're third or fourth. Away from the goal, outside the 6-yard box. Popped into the air there by Agu. And it's headed out. A little quick tap there, Wheeler, and he's too strong with that as it goes for a goal kick. Marzin. Happy to go to Agu shortly. He'll get the return, and Agu again, so a little bit of a two-man game there momentarily. Mateo Umbaya. Agu. Umbaya. They're having a hard time trying to find something. Almost stolen there by Cale McGrath. Vitor and Babatulu come up battling, but Smith will come up with FDSA, and he's got a little bit of a run there, but his pass is too far there for Jacob Ryan. And Suburban FC, Babatulu will head it back. Quick little tap Wheeler. Laba now turning on the Jets as Bozo was coming in looking for a loose ball there for FDSA. Down the sideline they go. Here's a foot race, and Brown couldn't get there to keep it in the field of play there for Suburban FC, so Elbake will throw it in here for FDSA. Aaron Marsh, pardon me. Free kick, FDSA. 38th minute. Marsh. And that's going to be too far as Marsden comes outside and probably about 15 yards in the penalty. Gathers it up and throws it out here to Agu. And that's in the middle. Boza. But he loses it. Liam Brown has it again. Here's Sheed, who took that corner a moment ago. Back to Brown again. Laba. Wheeler. Marsh on the march down the pitch. Good positioning there by Umbaya. And he actually draws the foul. Free kick there for FDSA as he got in and impeded the progress. There have been a few times that we've seen that, is that when you think that Suburban FC has something going, they seem to speed up and just get into a lane and prevent either a shot, and in that case, that time, there was just drew a foul. So I said Patrick Umbaya must be really happy with the way that his team has played here. And maybe if people are just tuning in here, missed us off the top, this is a double-A team, this FDSA U17 team, a double-A team playing in AAA soccer. So if anything, they're definitely getting a learning curve here. Ershid trying to chase it down against Muzzy, and Muzzy will gather it up and most likely throw it in here for FDSA. So less than 5 to go, and maybe some injury time, and we've had a couple of injuries here, so we may see couple of minutes put on, but of course that's going to be the decision factor of Mitchell Zwed, and he'll let Emma Blanchette know, and soon we'll know. Agu. Boza just too far for him, but Boza's there, also giving a little bit of pressure there to Xavier Laba. Crooks. Back to the keeper. And Carr will slow this down a bit here for Suburban FC. And as soon as I say that, puts a lead ball. And Marsden well outside the penalty area. And he has to hurry up and get back. There's a lot of trouble there for Agu. He was in dangerous moments. Marsden having to get on his horse to get back into the goalkeeping area. In the meantime, Finley Votor has a ball he's trying to come up with. Into the box and offside. Very entertaining game here between FDSA U17 and Suburban FC. El Baque. Oh, puts it right on. And definitely not the player you want to give it to, Connor Hovey, and he's just has it taken off his feet just in time. But you're going to give the ball to the opposition, not the gentleman you want to go do that to, because he's got speed. And Mitchell Zwed blows it down. So Suburban FC were hoping to go up tempo and quickly take advantage of their free kick, and it got blown down, so now they'll just go short with it. Laba trying to get away from Crooks. Marsh watched there by Muzzy. Goal kick. Suburban FC's Logan Carr with the header. Marsh. And Marson comes out. Marsh. And that's another offside there. Fourth offside of the game here for Suburban FC. And he was a substitution, and it's Mason Smith down for FDSA U17. It's been a battle. With Seb Alexander was subbed out. And here is Mason Smith, who I believe, if memory serves me correct, they're going to add 1 minute of added time. In the meantime, Mason Smith Sans Smith. You'll have to go off and be checked in here by the FAR official Habas Metal before getting back in. As I said, only 1 minute as we are into extra time. Well, they'll go cross pitch with that, but right to Toby Babatulu. And Marzen. Oh, he has difficulty, but was there another offside? Yes, there was. A fifth offside this time. And probably for FDSA U17 and Wyatt Marzen is a glad offside because he had difficulty with that. That would have been an easy tap in. Potentially, but still no goals. Aaron Marsh. Muzzy. Kazaya trying to dance away and nothing there, so they'll send it to the keeper and stretch things out here. And there's the 3 blows there from Mitchell Zwed, the official, to indicate that the first half has come to an end, and no goals to report after 46 minutes. We've got second half coverage coming up in about 10 minutes here on Maritime Athletic Profiles, presentation of Maritime Club Championship Soccer. All right, 45 minutes in the books, another 45 to go here. U17 soccer action, Maritime Club Championship Soccer, Maritime Athletic Profiles. Dan Hobson along for the call here. No score, no goals after the opening first half. Both teams have had some chances here, but we'll see what they have in store here in the second half. A very well played and entertaining game. There was a lot of up and down, a lot of quick play, so it's definitely one of the good matches here to watch over the weekend. Very entertaining for the crowd in attendance here at Wickwire Field. It will be Suburban FC that will start this second half off as we wait the whistle from Mitchell Zwed. And there it is. And we're underway. Ball intended there for Marsh. Marsh trying to get inside the 18. There's a shot from distance there from Luke Bowden, who has checked in. Also a 2025 champion, so he was watching this in the first half and gets an early test within seconds of the second half. Luke Bowden, and with the left foot, was a little bit high, but a definitely good opportunity. So the first good strong chance comes early to Suburban FC U17. Elbake. We'll see if there's any more substitutions that have been made in this second half. We'll pass them along as soon as we can. Amir Maximenko has checked in, number 20 here for FDSA U17. Some in yesterday's game versus Hotspur Storm Team 2. Both these teams coming off of have mixed results after their opening first matchup. Suburban FC won 1-0 as a result of penalty kicks and a 4-1 loss yesterday for FDSA U17. And foul there, Phil. And it looks to be a yellow card going here. Looks to be Logan Carr. So we have our second one in the book. This time for Suburban FC. So one on each team. This one early in the second half. Carr got a yellow in the game Friday versus Hotspur U17. So he's in the book again. Little spin around there for Babos. Come on, Babos. Also into the game here, so as I said, working on things, and Justin Taylor still the keeper here for Suburban FC U17. And the same there for Wyatt Marsden. Luke Bowden looking good here. Oh, the little incidental contact there. Shoulder to shoulder as they battle along that sideline. And putting on the brakes, there's Mumbaya. And free kick going to be given here to FDSA on the Suburban FC U17 foul. El Baque. Maximenko. But that's too far. And Maximenko may be getting a yellow card. Yes, he is. So quickly into the game, and he's got a yellow. So that's the thing sometimes, is one yellow bleeds into another, and also as they get closer, even though we just started the second half, the closer that we get, the more that we move on in the game, things get a little bit more intense, and we've seen that. So we've got 2 yellow cards assessed, and we haven't even got past 5 minutes yet here in this second half, and that's too far. Out comes Marsden. Marsden happy. And FDSA here trying to go quick tempo. Something brewing, a shot there from distance, well over the crossbar there by El Baque. So each team with one sailing over the crossbar in the second half. I said this has had a lot of action and a lot of up and down. It's been a pleasure to watch. Here's a lead ball here. Babos, can he get across? Does, but right there was Carr to kick it out of harm's way. Just right on the elbow of the 6-yard box. Babatola. Carr with a quick little pass. Dylan Nickerson, 2025 Suburban FC Competitive Player of the Year, has checked in. Saw him on a little bit of Friday night's game. Babatulu will throw this in, and Maximenko watching, but it's not in the field of play for too long. FDSA sort of going back instead of up the pitch. Little heel there. It got to Nickerson, who tried to get another pass, but unsuccessful for Suburban FC U17. Aaron Marsh. Jace Hiltz is also checked in. Number 35 was going down that sideline, so Jace Hiltz into this match. Header just, or the throw in, headed just outside the 18. Maximenko, and a shot from outside. Lots of air, easily recovered there by Marsden, and quickly up. There's a steal by Marsh, but not for much, and Marsh is fouled. Liam Brown set to take it for Suburban. And it'll go short here. Liam Brown. Nice little fancy footwork right here, Sheed. Hits a couple of players. At any time, Brown. Can Brown get across? Yes, he does. Right on. And Wyatt Marsden has looked good. It has been tough there because there have been not many chances, but every time there's been a cross, is usually he's gotten his hands on it. And that was the case in point that time. So he is on his game and reading very well here for FDSA U17 as the ball's popped way up. Is that going to leave the facilities? You knocked the branch down, but I think it went out on South Street. Yes, it did. That's the second ball. That's kind of funny. It was like Friday night it happened, and they were unsuccessful in getting it in the first time. So there's been some times that there was an on-goer Walker that threw it in pretty quickly last time, and they succeed on the second time anyway. Plays back underway. Brown picks that one off and gets on his jets. Here's Sheed. See, Bantu is in. Number 2. See, Bantu. Abus. Bass Boos junking, but has it lost right easily there. He kind of maybe outplayed himself. Air Sheed took it that easily. Jace Hiltz. Been all over the pitch here since being that second half substitution and getting in the way. And knocked down there, Jackson Woods knocking his man down. Sheed. As Boos. Sheed losing his footwear in the process. Quickly put that cleat back on. Swed check the situation over. Liam Brown hovering over, and we'll tap at the car. Good pass, not quite too good to be precise, as it's offside. Is in behind there was Dylan Nickerson. Tried to stay onside and couldn't. And another whistle there by Swed, as it looks like he wants the ball to go back, and He's happy with the position, so play back underway. Kazaya, left foot. Bazboos in the 18, but nice little toe there by Lava. Will result in a corner, but it's definitely looking to be the best opportunity for FDSA U17. And I guess it went off of Bazboos, so it's going to be goal kick, not a corner. Brown, not much real estate, picked there by Albake. Albake is getting an arm in him was Sheed, and Brown will come up with the steal, and they're trying to hit Marsh, but that's picked off as getting in the way with that was Muzzy. He's got a yellow in this one. He has to be careful. No, nice little good tackle and 1v1 there for him. Chip there, but not many there. Boy, there's a big collision, so that's going to, of course, result in a foul, and looks to be a yellow card. This one to Kipps. Leonardo Kipps. So 3 in the book for FDSA versus the 1 for Suburban. 4 in total. Kipps is a shooting and good at creating chances here for this FDSA U17 team. Logan Carr. Good positioning there by Maximenko. Carr trying to get away from Maximenko. The lead ball as he was trying to get the cutting Luke Bowden. Rolled out by Marzen. Well, they're saying it's Uchi Kazaya, and either way, so Uchi Kazaya. Apologize to the Kipps family that may be watching the live stream here on Maritime Athletic Profiles, but officials say Uchi Kazaya, a yellow, and he's one of the fastest players here, one of the fastest players on this FDSA U17 team. So see if that Dodo will affect his play. This one in the 18, header is missed. Here's she trying to knock it down just meters away from the 6. It's cleared out. And Laba with Kipps forcing it. Taylor well out. Oh, and trying to go was Crooks there looking for a steal. Or actually Woods, Jackson Woods looking for it. Big open. Here's an opportunity for Marsh. And that deflects. As Aaron Marsh with a best opportunity here for Suburban FC. His teams, you know what they say, miss it at one end, get it at the other. Missed opportunity for FDSA almost resulted in a U17 Suburban FC good chance, and their best chance off the foot of Aaron Marsh. Going end to end here at Wickwire Field. Bazboos. And substitution. This one, William Dick set to come in for Liam Brown. William Dick, a striker here for Suburban FC U17, has entered the game. And Liam Brown, who's had a really good tournament and a good game, will head to the bench. But better be a opportunity here. Oh, it's just over the crossbar, just outside the 18. A golden chance. As they keep getting closer and closer as you take a look. A good opportunity there by El Baque, just over the net. And that's the best opportunity. So the team's trading opportunities here. And a close call there for Justin Taylor and crew, but we're still at 0-0. But the way these teams are going, they're getting closer with every passing minute. In the meantime, Abed Ershid will head over, get some medical attention. Maybe just enough just to go on the sideline and then come back in. Actually, he's going to the table, so. Ruhail Saeed has checked in. The winger number 40, so Ershid's, as of now, his afternoon is done. We'll wait to see, because as you probably get closer here to the end, you may want to get some of your best penalty kickers out here to take that. Stop there by Bowden. But a little bit too late. Goal kick. Yeah, you'll probably see, like, as we're into, like, the 63rd minute, you'll see probably some of these ones that are good taking penalty kicks may come into the game a little bit later. So if Ershid may not be done for the day yet, so we'll have to wait and see. Babatulu. Well, happy just to go back there on their side of the pitch and lead ball. Marsh trying to get positioning. Here's a chance. Hiltz with the goalkeeper, Marzen, right there, and quickly out. So they're not wasting any time. A one and done. Back up. That's too far there for Woods. Laba. Zach Wheeler. Steal there by Agu. That's going to be offside on Kipps. Laba over to Dylan Nickerson with the long sleeves. And cutting there was Saeed. Saeed looking for a loose ball, but quickly there was Marzen. Maximenko. And chasing it down here is Albake, and he does. Oh, makes a nice little move to get away there from Bowden. Babatulu using the up and over technique to get it over Babus. And this one's in the boxes. They're going end to end, and there's lots of contact. And cleared. Bowden was right there, tried to knock it down right on that 18-yard mark. There is a cross. There's a header. Opportunity missed, and I think we have an offside again. So still 0-0 in the 66th minute. And of course, what happens is after regulation and injury time, they will go straight to kick. So there is no extra time added for that, as we saw on Friday night. Carr. Elbaki. Carr. Oh, there's a rough. Big contact, and people thought that something should have been brewing there, but nothing coming. Justin Taylor, difficulties in a hurry. And he's like, oh, I got away with one, but goal kick, but that was probably a little bit too close for his comfort. Still nothing to report here. So FDSA U17's goal was here to shorten this game and make it so that it's anybody's game and no goals after about an hour. They've sort of done that, so they've broken the game down. Nice little tackle there by Sabantu. Sabantu trying to run it down. Babatulu wins that foot race. Babatulu will just do the cycle kick to the air and bring it up the pitch. Agu. He draws the contact. Gets the Suburban FC U17 foul, so the free kick. And having a little bit of a word there with Mitchell Zwed. Goes and have maybe a very short Patrick Mbaya conversation with Kazaya. Left foot. Going for the goal, but it's easily headed out. And how Kazaya almost went over the back there of Saeed to try to come up with that one. And of course, for Kazaya, he's already got a yellow, so another one would be Showers for him. But no big deal. Agu will go, and Marsden. And a little confusion there, and Marsden was coming out, and there was like a big gapping net for Suburban FC U17, so they had to put it into touch and regroup. Here's a ball in the air, and clearance there by FDSA. Nickerson, pocket picked. Muzzy to the outside here. Bass Boos. Muzzy in the corner. Does get across, a shot right on there as a golden opportunity for Kips, and Justin Taylor up to the task and makes the stop. It was right at him. It's what they call an atom ball, as it was right at him and he made the stop around his midsection area. Best chance so far for FDSA U17, and Taylor gets another touch. Boy, this is getting to be an interesting game, and it's pretty much going down the pitch real quick. Opportunities galore for both teams. That ball, as they tried to break, Saeed open along that sideline, and that doesn't click. And Aaron Marsh will check out. Cal McGrath will come back in. Aaron Marsh checks out. And as I said, you're going to see a lot of these, and some of these ones, they're based upon probably doing like game management, knowing, well, the way things are going. So we're into the 71st minute, approaching 72nd. So you're looking at less than 20 to go, and if you need a goal to try to win it, of course, McGrath a good candidate to do that. Pass boost, shot, goal! Come on, pass boost! And that has to be a big moment there for this team. Pass boost. Getting it in the 72nd minute. And FDSA has a 1-0 lead, so we'll see if this sort of changes the complex of this one as you saw the replay. And a big vocal. Taylor had to hurry up to get over there. Try to cut the angle down. Lunges. Came up empty. Bass Boos, who was a substitute and has looked good since coming in, is Bass Boos, 73rd minute. And that is kind of maybe what you can sort of say stun the crowd here at Wickwire Field, but Suburban FC U17 trying to strike. Oh, they wanted a call, and you knew that based upon the fan reaction there, you knew that something was going to brew. And Albake down for FDSA U17. It's had a up and down action, good transition soccer, you can say, and quickly down the pitch, both teams, so it's been entertaining, but it's also been in a war of attrition, too. There's been a lot of time that there have been bodies down on the ground, so as they attend there to Albake, will step aside. Back to live action is nice little foot there by FDSA. Can Suburban get a shot towards the goal? No, they can't. Giannis Albake stayed in the game. He checked out and then was allowed to come back into the matchup here for FDSA, who have a 1-0 lead. As Bass Boos, 73rd minute. Here's the lead ball. Kips onside. Waiting for some support and help. Trying to go for two people. Clean tackle there, courtesy of Jace Hiltz. Allow Suburban FC to come up with the ball. Jace Hiltz again made that nice play. With it, had it momentarily. Logan Carr. Pass picked off, Muzzy. Bass Boos, who's got the goal. Muzzy, turn it on the Jets in the middle. Tried to put the pass on to Kips, and Kips had difficulty with it. And Suburban, you're going to see, push the pace, and here they go pushing the pace. Ball over to Bowden. Bowden just outside the 18. Bowden going for the top shelf, and just missed by less than 2 feet. And Finley Votor will check back in for Giannis Albake. And he's just quickly had pushed over to Babatula. A free kick, and Babatula showed, I believe, a little bit of some sportsmanship at the end there. It was incidental contact, so free kick. FDSA U17. 76 minutes, so Keziah. You got to wonder what's the game plan for this one as Taylor goes in. Oh, collided there by Bass Boos. And then kicked in afterwards by Kipps, but that's not going to happen as Taylor was feeling that. As I said, this has been a war of attrition. Well, you take a look. This was from midfield, and what range this was. To get it from all the way there. That was a great kick there by Keziah. Kipps was lucky probably didn't get some sort of reaction because there was like a time that somebody took a shot on the net yesterday's game, and that kind of like got the attire and kind of had some tempers flaring, just like in hockey. You don't shoot at the goal when play is stopped. Justin Taylor will stick it out.
Yellow card issued in the 77th minute to FDSA's number 19 from
Bass Boos is now getting a yellow card, and pretty much when you make contact with the keeper, you know that most of the time it's going to be a yellow, so that's the fourth one that they have had. So 5 yellow cards, 4 of them assessed to FDSA U17. 78th minute. Carr. Feel a little bit of pressure there from Kipps. Wheeler. As I was saying before that, you got to wonder what FDSA, if they're going to try to, once again, maybe change their game plan here that they've, with a leading by a goal, not really wanting to open up the field, but it's going to be a tough remaining, 12 minutes, less than 12 minutes and change here for this double A team. Wyatt Marson giving them some instructions of where he wants this wall set up. Official Mitchell Swed, Caroline Swed, Mitchell Swed. Has it just right on the 18. They'll go low, and that's easily cleared. And quickly up. So you're going to see Suburban FC U17 probably go up tempo. As I say, we're approaching just about that 80th minute. So they're looking at about 10 and change left, trailing by 1. You know that they will go up tempo every sort of dead ball the rest of the way. Abatolo, right there was Muzzy. Carr. Nickerson. There's a steal as Woods turning on the Jets. Woods puts it in the middle, and there was nobody there. Too far for Votor, and off the mark there for Kipps. Saeed. That'll be interesting as foul here. And it's like Votor checked off again here. Finley Votor for FDSA U17. Lem Crooks back in. Finley Votor out. Contact there as Jace Hiltz. There's a little spin. Oh, there's a little push there. Bowden is out of my kitchen there. And I was kind of shielded by that. I'm not sure if there was a yellow issue there or not. But this one just probably about 24 yards out. Chance to tie it. Crossbar, bouncing ball, header there. And an opportunity there. So, yes, another yellow was assessed here to FDSA U17. Give them 5 for that. I didn't hear the player was watching the play, but this was the best. That was, of course, we just saw the replay for the best opportunity. It was towards target, and then it hit that crossbar and stayed out. And of course, an opportunity there for Nickerson that he just sails over and wide. Connor Hovey has checked back in, so you see that Suburban FC trying to get at least players out here if they get the penalty kicks here, but also trying to maybe get that equalizer to get it to penalty kicks. But a corner here for FDSA U17. Basboos inside the 18, dancing around, trying to get away from Jace Hiltz. Will this be a corner to the other side? Yes, it will. One team looking to try to get the equalizer here. The other team just trying to get rid of clock. FDSA thought there should have been a call, none forthcoming, and down goes Suburban FC down the pitch quickly. Into touch. And you pretty much know that that's what FDSA U17 is. They're going to try to make sure there's no crosses, and if they have to put it out of play and reset, they're okay with that. They're also going to probably try to maybe knock it off the Suburban defender that get down close to the end lines for sure. Corner kick. Saeed on the ground, bouncing ball. And out it goes, Saeed trying to get good positioning over Vasboos. Carr. 85 minutes, less than 5 minutes to go, and time running out here in Suburban FC as Marson brings it out. There's a big collision and a free kick. Are we going to see a yellow here? No. Looked like Mitchell Swed was thinking about going to his pocket and didn't. That was a huge collision along that far sideline. Free kick here for FDSA. And luckily and gladly, both players get up under their own steam. Kazaya is trying to hit Basboos, and it's too far. Saeed getting in the way of the guy who's got the lone goal so far, Basboos. Not wasting any time. Under 4 to go. Good tackle there. Muzzy. Carr. Babatulu. Lead ball there. Trying to get Hovey going. Hovey's inside the 18. Hovey gets his feet tangled there. Can't get the shot. Bend but don't break for FDSA U17. Aspoose. Intended for Kipps. And a free kick. Laba under the watchful eye of Kipps. Carrigan near midfield. Xavier Laba sends it to the wing. Trying to get it. There's McGrath. McGrath, can he get across? Pretty much in his back pocket was Agu. And whatever additions and changes that FDSA U17, they were in that first half, giving up a lot of corners. So it's been a while since we've had a corner there from Suburban FC U17. But now they need to sort of cash in on it in the 87th minute. Looking to try to get the equalizer. They go short post. Right there was Muzzy and back out. Another chip towards the box, headed out. There's a shot there from outside the 18 there by Hovey, and that's blocked. Kazaya blocks it down, and now they get on, and the least they're trying to do is at least to stay on side. Babatulu gets a piece of it and directs it towards Justin Taylor. They had some speed, and that's the thing. They did not really want to go offside. They at least wanted to get something going towards the target there. Because both teams have been a lot of offsides in this matchup. To the 88th minute. All right, we have a man down here for FDSA U17.
Brooks, turn on the transmitter.
That gentleman has had a great game when he's need to be called upon. Wyatt Marzin, the keeper here, 5 years of competitive experience and shows he's had a few touches and he's got basically in the right spot he's had to. And he'll be asked here to try to shut the door with this pressing Suburban FC U17 team. And this is going to make it harder as McGrath is fouled just outside the 18. So this one, they could go for target here. 5-man wall set up, 23 yards from the net. Looks to be Bowden that will try to take this. A big moment here. 4 minutes. So we're into extra time and a big moment, big spot, big stage. Luke Bowden over the crossbar. The sun's starting to come out at Wickwire Field.
Substitution made in the 90th minute for Suburban FC. Coming out of the game, number 22, Xavier Lava. Going in, number 18, Lucas Chappell.
Lucas Chappell checking in late here for Xavier Laba. Suburban FC U17 penning FDSA U17 in their end. Babatulu towards the box, headed out, just outside the 18. A shot there, and Nickerson might have wanted to maybe try to settle that ball down before taking the shot, but the instincts took over to try to just get it towards the net. 4 minutes of extra time added. Mitchell Swed wanted to get the ball moved here before, wasn't happy with where originally it was placed. Made his way down to the goalkeeper area to get this readjusted there. Nice fancy footwork, Jace Hiltz there. Was walking the tight line to keep it in. Swed. Saeed. Chance here. McGrath can't pull the trigger. Is chasing it. There it is. Jace Hiltz again. Actually, Dylan Nickerson. My apologies. There's a chip to the other side. Saeed looking for the loose ball here for Suburban FC. A shot that's off the mark. A golden chance there for Hovey. Connor Hovey, a 25 national champion. Wyatt Marzen will go short, and there's a turnover there, and that's going to result in an opportunity. They're inside the 18, but Agu shuts the door momentarily and gives a little bit of a reprieve here for FDSA U17. And that's headed out. Sabantu. There's a chance. McGrath in the 18. McGrath not the 6. Oh, couldn't pull the trigger. There was William Dick. The best chance there. And now Kipps will send it down. And quickly, Justin Taylor comes out inside the 18. Babatulu. What excitement here at the end of this matchup. Nervous moments here for the Suburban FC U17. Kazaya. Looking maybe just to try to do like a little game of keep away. Is a little bit too far for him. Saeed goes back. Babatulu. As a free kick's going to be coming here to Suburban FC as Babatulu feeling it. But he's up in the meantime. Kipps is down. The 9-year veteran for FDSA U17. Pass Boos, who has the marker in the 73rd minute.
Substitution made for FDSA. Coming out, number 19.
Is checked out.
Going in, number 9, Bruno Boza.
Boza back in. It's getting to be one of those moments. It's pretty much all hands on deck here for Suburban FC U17. As they are still attending to Leonardo Kipps. Been a dandy of a match here between these two teams. And he's hobbling over, so there'll be another person coming onto the pitch here for FDSA U17. They lost the services of Elko Chilabek yesterday. Seb Alexander. Yeah, so the bench is starting to run a little bit short here for Patrick Umbaya. Lost Seb Alexander. Chillibeck yesterday. Yep, Taylor's back up there. You see him right there, that extra attacker. So they have and he's going towards the box here. Suburban FC looking forward, but what a big win here. An exciting moment for FDSA U17 with a 1-0 win over Suburban FC U17. And emotions there for Suburban FC, but the thrill of agony, the thrill of victory, the agony of defeat is what they say. And we'll head down in just a couple moments to have the Puma Player Spotlight with the FDSA U17. So we'll be back in just a couple moments here on Maritime Athletic Profiles. And we're back here at Wickwire Field where we have the player spotlight with Chidi Agu. Congratulations on the win, a big victory here. And one of the things that we were talking about off the top is you guys are a double-A team, so that must have been a learning experience for you. Your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. Like in the first game, we didn't get the result we wanted, but we had to leave the tournament with a win, and like we got to show these teams that just because we're a double-A team, we can still compete and yeah, play at the highest level.
Yeah, well, like that was also like a game of attrition. There was a lot of injuries. There was also a lot of up and down action. It was a pretty exciting game. That's what you saw pretty much throughout, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was definitely a high-intensity game. You know, we got that goal, and after that, it was just we had to push through to secure the victory.
Now your teammates are behind you, so they were pretty happy that you got to be the player spotlight here today. Talk about what it's like to play with this bunch of guys here.
I mean, yeah, we're like a family, really. Like we stick together with everything. Like hard times, we stick together, and we play as a team, play as a group, and yeah, like I love them.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what got you interested into the sport of soccer?
Really, well, I started when I was like young, like 7 years old. I mean, just like watching. Like I went to a few games when I was younger, watching the the great players play like adults, and it just got me to want to play. I just love the game.
Now, of course, here you are. You're onto like the big stage here. I imagine there's a lot of people that have sort of helped you on your soccer journey. Who has that been for you?
Well, I guess mainly my mom. Like she's been able to drive me everywhere, support me through my soccer career, and yeah, always been there for me.
All right. So, where do you see yourself going in the game for in a few years down the road?
Hopefully, playing Division I university soccer. Yeah, play for a good university and compete. Yeah, and compete at that level.
Well, Chidi, it was great to meet you and a pleasure. Congratulations on the win and best of luck wherever the game takes you.
Thank you very much.
Chidi Agu, who was the player spotlight here. FDSA U17 with a win over Suburban FC U17. That wraps up our coverage here of the Maritime Club Championship Soccer here at Maritime Athletic Profiles. We want to thank Ethan, Brooks, Alex, and of course Dylan. Fantastic job directing, and of course thanks to Tyler as well. So for the entire Maritime Athletic Profiles crew, my name is Dan Hobson. Thank you for tuning in so long. This has been the Maritime Club Championship Soccer on Maritime Athletic Profiles.